Hi everybody, this is John with Sim Racing Revolution, and for today's video I wanted to answer one of the viewers' questions, and this is from AL, and he asked, does the Fanatec button endurance module work on GT7? That's a really great question because I never even went over that, so I do have one right here, and you've seen it in previous videos. I have not even tried this yet. On this game. So it does have the Xbox hub for Xbox on it, but it should work just fine on the PS5. It's basically just a pass-through from the module over to the hub and then out into the wheelbase, so it shouldn't make a big deal difference. So yeah, let's give it a shot, see if it all works right after this. Okay, everybody, hey, and we are back. So I took the liberty of pulling this rim off of the wheelbase. And what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to swap it with this one. Make sure they're both in frame here. So yeah, we're going to swap this for this and see if this guy really works the way we intend it to. So let me go ahead and hang this guy up on the holder. All right, so what you have is what I explained kind of before, is this hub right here is designed for the Xbox. So this will in turn be able to be used on the Xbox through this wheelbase. It was designed for PS4 and PS5. But if you do have a wheel rim that supports Xbox, it'll work just fine on this wheelbase. So no worries there. So what we did is when we put this together, we needed a wheel that would work on Xbox and PlayStation and PC. That's where this comes in, and it works just great for most things. So we're going to see, as AL asked the question, does it actually work in GT7? We did see that this wheel doesn't work very well in Forza Horizon 5, but we do need to go back and take a second look and see, since that game has been updated, but still not sure if it's going to support this properly or not. So let's give it a shot and see. We're going to hook it up right here to our wheelbase, get it plugged in, or get it mounted, I should say. And quick turn there, it looks stable. So we're going to turn on the wheelbase now and see if it connects to the PS5. So let's go ahead and switch our screen. And okay. So it's all turned on, ready to go. And let me see, what button? Are we already connected? We are. So there we go. Connected up right away and gave us our controller. So very good. So now what I want to do is let's go into a race and just see if all these buttons work. Right now the funky switch works to go around the display and menu. All that stuff works just fine. Let's see, what else do we want to take a look at? Anything that scrolls on the screen. So if we go into, let me see, like if we go into the garage here and we take a look at any of the cars that we have. So this one, for instance, let's see if we can go into more details here. This is not really what I wanted. Yeah, there you go. So the right stick is what you use to jump around to different things, just like it would work on a normal PlayStation controller. The left stick on these controllers is more kind of like a mouse adjustment kind of thing. It doesn't click, it just kind of moves around, and you can see the cursor on the game is moving when I'm moving that around. So this is the left stick and the right stick. Right stick kind of acts like a D-pad, and the right stick acts more like kind of like an analog stick. if that makes sense. All right, so that all works exactly the same as the other controller does, so no differences there. So far, everything is just the way it is. So this is a car we're going to run today just to test it out. And we're just going to go to Daytona, nice round, turn left a lot. It's pretty simple, so we're going to go there just to test out the wheel here and see how the wheelbase works. So we're going to go into a custom race. We're not going to change anything. We're just going to go race. And yeah, let's get in here and see what happens. All right, so right off the bat, I see nothing on the display yet on the button module. Let's see. Yep, there it is. All the lights are working. And the speedometer is working on the display. So we're at our max 6th gear here. So if I change gears, it will show the gear when you switch it, and then it switches right back to the speed. That's on the display on the podium button module. So if I downshift or upshift or anything, you'll see briefly the gear that you're in, and then it goes back to the speed, your current speed that you're at. And then of course the lights are all lit up on the top as well. So you do have all your shift lights working just fine here. Wow, what a cluster up here. So yeah, it just works. This game is very well done as far as controller support goes. Yeah, I think with the Fanatec, anything you choose is just going to work. So as long as it supports the PS5. So you know, the F1, you know, the Fanatec Podium F1, PS4, PS5, whatever it is, package that I bought definitely works. The DD Pro is going to work, you know, on the PS5. But those are the two wheelbases from Fanatec that you're going to need to get. The rim itself doesn't matter. I think all of them will support the PS5. I think. Now I've only tested the two that I have here, but I'd venture to guess this one will work just fine as well. It's just a matter of what buttons you need to push to get them to work, but everything should work just fine. So yeah, anyway, let's cut out of this. We'll come back and we'll get this all figured out. Be right back. Okay, we are back. So I want to just thank AL for asking the question. So prompted a whole video, and maybe I'll do some more of these for some viewer questions. That would be really awesome, and I can try to answer them as best I can. But, you know, once again, I just wanted to highlight that, you know, this does work perfectly fine. The display right here will show, like I said, it'll show the speed, it'll show what gear you're in very briefly, and then go back to the speed again. Shift lights at the top work great. Flag lights, I'm not sure if they work or not. They didn't do anything in that race that I was doing. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't work, but it may not even be supported in here. I'm not really sure if the other one did or not. So anyway, but the full functionality, or most of the functionality, I guess, of this has been proven to work. So no problem there at all. And if you do have the podium hub will work just fine. Obviously, the Xbox hub will work just fine. So no worries there, because like I said, it just kind of passes through into the wheelbase and it all just works. So there you go. So thanks again for the question. Really appreciate it. Happy to help, and hopefully anybody else got something out of this video into what wheel rims are going to work on GT7. So thanks again, guys. Take care. This is John at Sim Racing Revolution, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.